Welcome to the Girlzone. I'm Cameron Dinkins.
And I'm Brianna Williams.
On our last episode, we discussed how challenging it could potentially be for the Aggies to follow up their undefeated season.
Right, with new head coach Sam Washington and, many players graduating. We didn't know if it could be difficult, if there would be a little growth period for them to get back to the standard that they were at last year.
But obviously, the Aggies have proven us wrong and starting the season off 2-0, so it's like, it's not much challenge for them.
To me, I felt it would be difficult, especially having what I believe to be the difficult, portion of the season being at the beginning with the game versus Jacksonville State and ECU. But I mean, ECU just paid us $300K to take an L, so apparently the Aggies are doing just fine.
Yes, they definitely proved themselves and proved that HBCU football is nothing to play with, something that's always been looked over, and they're showing that we have talent and that these young boys in high school need to come be recruited to our schools and play for our schools because we're that
good. We're that good.
Yeah, that good.
At this point, we just need to start calling A&T wide out U. Of course, we expect Elijah Bell to show up and show out. But Zach Leslie is another receiver on this team who has just gone above and beyond. Now, Leslie had not one, but 2 touchdowns versus ECU. That takes his season total to 3 throughout the first 2 games, with, of course, his 1 touchdown in the season opener versus Jacksonville State. Also in the season opener, Malik Wilson had a 98-yard kick return. So anytime the ball is in his area, he is definitely a threat to score because he just has wheels. Now, with an offensive line that has a lot of new faces, and it may take a time to build some chemistry and to get on the same page, with the loss of center Daryl Mack and Brandon Parker. Now Raynard has to adjust to somebody new covering his blind spot and a new center. But it may take a while for them to get on the same page to adjust to Cartwright's running style as well. But this receiver group will really, I think, can pick up the slack and make up for that, because this group hasn't even performed their full potential yet. We still haven't seen a big play from Ron Hunt, which is bound to happen soon. If not this next game, then definitely by the 4th.
Okay, let's now talk the defense. Forget Miami. The Aggies deserve the turnover chain. They forced the Pirates to 3 turnovers, but their biggest turnover came when Mac McCain had an amazing 100-yard pick 6. He's continually proving that he is one of the best players on the Aggie defense. But what topped the defensive great game off was a tip drill interception for the final play of the game, making the Aggies ice that cake and seal the deal to become 2-0. The Aggie secondary has proven that they are top notch, and it's only right to say that they will get better as the season goes on. And the defensive line had a great second half of the game. They struggled a little in the first, but in the second half, they had a great second half, limiting the Pirates to less than 70 rushing yards. This defense, I don't know, something about them, I really think, even with the loss of some of their key players, that they're going to have a great season, in that as they gel and get better as the season goes on, this defense, they're going to be something. They're going to be something. These Aggies, this defense is going to be something. So I'm definitely ready to see how they're going to grow as the games go on for the rest of the season.
The offensive player of the game to watch on Saturday, of course, we can expect Elijah Bell, and Leslie to have some splash plays. But I think that this can really be a breakout game for Markel Cartwright. We've seen some flashes of his ability, in the ECU game. He had that 30-yard or so big run. But with the possibility of Raynard not being 100% if he starts, and then if backup quarterback Khalil Carter ends up starting, who is a dual threat QB who has the ability to run the ball, that would definitely cause him to run more run-pass option plays, and I think it will give Cartwright to show up and show out and really show his ability, and he can take advantage of this opportunity.
Now let's talk about our players to watch on the defense. I definitely think the game on Saturday is going to be a big game for the Aggie defense. Mac McCain is going to be Mac McCain. He's going to show out, and I can bet we're going to see a great game from him. Next, I also expect a great game from defensive end Daryl Johnson Jr. Johnson had a big play against Jacksonville State, and I expect him to have even more bigger plays against Gardner Webb. Johnson is actually on the watch list for the Buck Buchanan Award, and I personally expect at least 2 sacks from Johnson on this game against Gardner Webb.
Yeah, at the very least.
At the very least. I mean, he could do much more, but.
Now let's talk about score predictions. I see this game versus Gardner Webb being a huge platform for the A&T offense. Last year they scored over 40 points on Gardner. I think we'll see a similar situation this year with them scoring, I want to say, at least 45 points. I feel like there'll probably be a big special teams play, defensive touchdown, and then the offense is definitely going to handle business. So for me, I'll say 45-10 on Saturday for the Aggies versus Gardner Webb.
I'm going to defer from you a little bit. As we know, last year, the Aggies only let Gardner Webb kick a field goal. So I believe that they're going to at least let them get at least 1 touchdown. But I don't think it's going to be one. Only one touchdown. So my prediction for the game is going to be a 35-7 win for the Aggies.
Either way, A&T's getting that W. So we'll see on Saturday just how big the beating will be for Gardner Webb.
That's true. But thanks for watching the Girlzone.
And in the words of Coach Sam Washington,
we gonna get better though. Oh, yes. Okay, but I tell you what, you all have hearts of champions.
Oh yes, sir.
And the heart of a lion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One last thing. Tell them to bring me my money. Yeah.